Hi guys, I hope you're having an awesome day today. In this pickacard reading, we're going to be doing a channeled message from your person. There are three groups to choose from. Group 1 is the Mahogany Obsidian. Group 2 is the Emerald. And Group 3 is the Black Moonstone. Up next is a close-up photo of the crystals. There are timestamps in the description box, and I will see you in just a minute for the reading. Hi, Group 1. You chose the Mahogany Obsidian. So I'm going to start with some tarot, and I will be channeling in the first person tense, and then I'm going to get some standalone message cards and close the reading out with some initials. Okay, we've got the High Priestess, the Four of Pentacles, King of Wands, Eight of Cups, Nine of Cups, Two of Wands, Queen of Wands, the Empress, Queen of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. I love that you are making me work hard in order to prove myself. I love when you pull back your energy and push me away because it makes me want to fight even harder for a place in your life. You turn me on in ways that are hard for me to simply sit with and hold back. Everything inside of me has an overwhelming urge in order to put caution to the side and move forward in a daring and reckless way with you. I know you are somebody who I need to earn. I know that I need to move both quickly and anticipate that it will be a gradual process of becoming fully enveloped in your world in a way in which I could then consider myself to be the luckiest person in the world. There are things that I would do for you in the name of love that I never thought that I would find myself doing in life again. You are causing me to look back on the wreckage of my past and understand that I had given myself away to people that were never worthy of even a few moments in my presence. I allowed them to cause a jaded energy inside of me, which made me shut down and close off into myself. But you have encouraged me to step out into the light, to give this thing called love another chance, to try again, and to try harder than I have ever done before, in order to push past the walls that you have put in place as a challenge to me, so that I can prove to you that it is in your best interest in order to allow me to demonstrate to you that I am the right person to stand by you, not just now, but in a long-term sense. Thank you for helping me to focus on something other than the misery of my past and the ways in which this has lowered my expectations of finding something deep and meaningful with another person. Thank you for disproving every theory I had about the ways in which my approach to the situation between the two of us so far would work out. It has held a mirror up to me that has been difficult to acknowledge fully, that I didn't have the highest hopes or expectations when we first began our interactions with one another. But now I am tossing aside all of that need to look at worst case scenarios and hold them very close to my chest, so that I am able to open up and experience the authentic and organic ways in which you are causing me to unfold into a greater version of myself, and to understand that there are so many layers to the experience of love and romance than I have ever known before. And it feels like you are the right teacher to guide me in the direction of coming to a new understanding that truly the best things in life do come to those who wait. It feels that we have aligned with one another at this point in both of our realities because we needed to acclimate ourselves to the reality of disappointment in order for the sweetness, shelter, and harmony that is currently brewing between us to be more fully appreciated and recognized. I feel that if I had met you any earlier, that you are someone who I would not have been able to handle fully. I feel that I would have fumbled the situation and would have always carried around the guilt and heaviness of what might have been. You feel like the reward for my determination to continue to look towards the future with hope and optimism, even while I put the idea of love far from the place of focus for where I am currently investing myself. You are someone who has made me believe that I can have everything in the world and the right partner to stand beside me as I enjoy the richness of the life that I have been working hard to build and to sustain. It feels like you are someone who is trustworthy with my deepest secrets, and that if I am able to link our lives up together with one another as one, that it will open new doors of opportunity for me to come to understand the layers that I am capable of when I am loved just right, in my efforts to prove to you that I am someone who is different from everyone who has disappointed you before. You are someone who fits in with my future. You are absolutely nothing like anyone I have ever encountered in my past who left muddy footprints upon my heart when they should have been tender instead. You are someone who has made the ghosts of my past vanish like shadows in the sunlight, and no one can hold a candle to the level of exquisiteness that you radiate on even the most extraordinary days, which makes me feel I have ascended to some level in my life where I am able to hold space and a vibrational frequency that is the equivalent of an exquisite creature like you embodied in the here and now. You are every dream come true, and you are showing me certain dreams that I didn't even know I had the ability to create for myself that exist in the here and now, which is expanding my horizons of what I had desired previously versus what you have shown me of yourself that is making me start to look towards other things in a way that is both covetous and at the same time patient, because I know that I must evolve into a version of myself that is able to meet and match your needs adequately as well. You demonstrate to me the empowered face of love, and this has helped to rip away the veil that has kept the best of my heart hidden from the world. Thank you for being the person that has awakened me at a time in my life where I had sunk so deeply into apathy I didn't realize that I was missing out on the joy of romance and experience with others in quite this way. Thank you for being the person that is motivating me to get highly creative in terms of the ways that I will demonstrate to you loyalty and the ability to have staying power as far as my determination to win you over, even after I can say rightly that I have claimed you as mine. So, those are your messages. Let's see what else your person wants you to know. Okay, and we have how I wish I could hold you tonight. I can never say it, but I do love you. I'm afraid if you touch me, you will destroy me. I would just hurt you more right now. I need to be alone. You are always so sweet. Things aren't always as they seem. I am so sorry for not giving you the time and attention you deserve. You are my muse. I am burning with passion for you. And your words keep ringing in my head. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name, or can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Got O, V, B, M, F, Q, D, T, H, C, A, L, I, N, W, and U. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. Please like the video or comment to claim these energies. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more content that I put out here. And don't forget to hit the bell button to get notifications every time I post a new video. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link for that below. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 2. You chose the green emerald. So I'm going to start with some tarot and use these to channel a first person tense message for you. Then I'll get some standalone message cards from your person's higher self and close the reading out with some initials. Okay, we've got the Eight of Pentacles, Justice, Three of Cups, Death, Eight of Wands, Four of Cups, the High Priestess, King of Cups, Five of Cups, and the Page of Wands. I'm sorry that I triggered you. I'm sorry that I pushed certain buttons that I knew would elicit a response from you that did not work out according to my highest good, that has now created unnecessary distance between the two of us that I am determined to find a way through because I cannot stomach the thought of losing you forever. I need you to know that my intentions are good. I only ever wanted to heal a rift between the two of us, and I know that I have taken an unorthodox route to trying to get the both of us to face certain shadows that I know have surfaced between the two of us for a reason. I have not tried to inflict more hurt upon you or to create greater trust issues. I just needed us both to evolve as people, and it was my own flaw and fault that I felt I could control the outcome of how that would happen. It has been a humbling experience to see that I have pushed you so far away that it is now going to take a reinvention of myself in order to be able to get back into your good graces fully. I have no one to blame but myself for this, and I need you to know that the time apart has been educational for me, to say the least. I have learned some harsh lessons. I have seen the true colors of the people whose advice I took when it came to the approach that I had taken with you in the past. I should have pulled you closer. I should not have tried to be so insistent that the two of us become something other than who we are in that exact moment. I have always viewed you as the best version of yourself, and I know that in your own way you were trying to get me to come to the realization that I have always been that as well. We could have taken things slowly. We could have walked hand in hand through the troubled times. I should have been there for you as you were trying to navigate through troubled waters, but instead I left you stranded in the energy of feeling that I am only the type of individual who can be relied upon when times are good. I know that you have been through certain storms. You have become the calm and the eye of these things themselves, and so now it is I who am to brave the torrents around me in order to be able to come to your door with not a half-full glass of promises, but with an open heart, emptied of all hesitation that clouded the experience between the two of us in the past, so that I can pour fully, if you will allow me, of the truth and purity of who I am inside through the life-changing experiences that have taken place amidst the silence that has settled between the two of us. You are worth pushing through every obstacle inside of myself that causes me to fear what might happen if you do take me back. I know that I am deeply in love with you, but I also know that I need to prove myself to be a good caretaker of the possibility of reconciliation, should you be so generous as to give me the opportunity for that. I know that I have already pushed you past your limits one too many times, and that there is perhaps only a thread of hope that still lingers between the two of us, that tugs on me in the strangest of times and lets me know that there is something more between the two of us that is to be written. The question is, will it happen in this lifetime or in some further timeline where I am perhaps not as foolish as I have been in the here and now? You are the best thing that has ever happened to me. I have never met anyone like you, and anyone who has come into my life since we parted ways only reminds me of exactly what I lost when I let you go. I keep tabs on you from afar. I am fascinated by the ways in which you have managed to alchemize your pain into something that has now become a halo that encircles you. I recognize that in the past you were innocent when you gave your heart and your trust to me. Now you are someone who has been shaped by the experience of the letdown that I have created and all the things that have happened to you in the time and space where I should have been close, protecting you and keeping the roughness of the world at bay. I understand that you have changed into someone entirely different, and that I as well must release the hold upon old things that had kept me in the energy of settling if I am to rise to the occasion of taking a place beside you once again. You are the best person that I ever have met. You're the best person that I know. And even if there is no future between the two of us in this lifetime, I need you to know that you will always hold a singular place inside of me. You are the muse by which I compare all other love stories. Everything else seems like a cheap copy compared to the moments that we had, where beyond words there was an understanding between the two of us that opened the door and shined a light on the meaning of timelessness itself. You are the love of my life, and you will continue to be that, no matter what the future in this reality holds for the two of us. So, those are your messages. Let's see what else your person wants you to know. Okay, and we have, I want to dance across eternity with you. I can see eternity in your eyes. I have had sleepless nights caught between confusion and pain. I tried to stop these feelings, but now they're burning hotter and brighter than ever within me. You are my treasure. I'm entwined in the thought of finding you one day. So we meet again, my dear friend, through space and across time. Your name is following me everywhere. You are healing my soul, but it is a work in progress. And you're not my usual type, but I like it a lot. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name, or can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. W, D, I, V, U, T, O, T, N, B, H, J, E, Y, S, and Z. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. Please like the video or comment to claim these energies. Subscribe to my channel to see more content that I put out here, and don't forget to hit the bell button in order to get notifications every time I post a new video. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link for that below. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 3. You chose the Black Moonstone. So I'm going to start by pulling some tarot and use these to channel a message in the first person tense, and then I will move on into some standalone message cards from your person's higher self and close the reading out with some initials. we've got the Two of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Nine of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Seven of Wands, Seven of Swords, the Devil, and the Six of Cups. At first, I intended to just give you some space to think, because I felt that you were overwhelmed by the nature of how I display love and affection. The truth is that I was triggered into a level of insecurity being plucked and brought to the surface, because people I've dealt with in the past have always said that I am good at the beginning of circumstances, but then I very quickly become too much. There was nothing that you did which gave any sort of indicator that you needed breathing room, and I know that I have created a deep chasm between the two of us that is now filled with misunderstanding. I am embarrassed to come back towards you and to admit that I leapt to conclusions far too soon, although I know that you are generous by nature and will simply look at me, laugh, open your arms, and pull me in close, and I will remember what the feeling of home should be like. I am thinking of you so often, and it borders on obsession. I was going through a period of time where I thought that this might be unhealthy for me, and so I did my best to try and push the memory of you away. But now I see that this is merely my soul tapping me on the shoulder and coaxing me back in your direction. We have been apart for too long, and I need you to know that I am preparing myself to re-enter your life, not in a temporary way, but in a way that brings an ability to create permanent fixtures between the two of us that will allow no such misunderstandings to occur again. I have grown and evolved as a person in ways that would surprise you. I have done this because I feel that it is a peace offering that will help to give validation to the words "I'm sorry," which will be the first thing out of my mouth. I have a whole speech planned, but I also know that I probably won't get through very much of it without tears welling up. Maybe this is just the display of vulnerability that you need in order to understand that I am someone who feels very deeply for you and very deeply about a great many things, although I keep on a very strong exterior because I was always taught growing up that boys simply don't cry. You are the only person that has managed to get beyond certain defenses. You have gotten into my heart without even trying. It's as if you hold a key inside of you that unlocked a door within me, and you have simply taken a place that was always designed just for you. The idea of moving forth into other chapters of my life and there still being these unanswered questions and the lingering fragments of experience between the two of us that need to be formed into something more is a haunting prospect. I don't want to waste any more time sitting around and hoping that divine timing will create a window of perfection that will feel utterly right for me. It is a clumsy approach that I am planning towards you, and I know that once I get my nerves together and try to reach out to you, that more than likely my plan of action will fall apart. I am prepared to tumble and fall directly at your doorstep, to show myself very authentically, and hope that you will find this to be endearing. Although it might be a messy process of re-entry into your life, I do bring a level of stability and a willingness to grow and evolve according to the things that you will let me know I am certain that you will need in by way of guarantees and assurances that it is a good idea to give the idea of us another chance. I hold you in a very special place within my heart, and it has taken this aspect of losing you almost entirely for me to come to the understanding of exactly who you are and how precious this experience is between the two of us. I am thinking back on the night that we first met, and there are so many details that now make sense, fast forwarded into this particular timeline where we are right now, that had simply escaped my attention before, but now, in this period of time where I have had nothing but the opportunity to think about you, it is starting to make sense that we have always been guided towards one another. You are my destiny in many ways, and it feels like a part of my purpose in this life will be activated when we take the next step with one another into a better future. You have changed me fundamentally as a person. I don't miss the version of myself that I used to be at all. It feels that even though there have been challenges and I have been deeply disturbed by way of the comfort that I had taken for granted at one point in time, when you entered my life like a whirlwind, changed everything in a bright and beautiful way, and now the space where you used to exist is filled instead with a coldness that has had to make me look at the temperature of the choices that I have made and the yield of these things. Although this has led to many things that I can no longer sit in denial about that were obstacles standing in the way of true and lasting happiness. And although the growing pains of having certain things stripped away from me or pushing them away altogether in order to prove to you that I am a changed person has not been easy, I can say that on the other side of many of the growing pains that I have experienced, it is exhilarating knowing that I have finally encountered someone who did not pressure me to be anything other than who I am, but who has encouraged me through their own living example, through the work that you have done to make better choices, and to come into a more honest and loving relationship for yourself that has modeled to me what it can be to truly live out loud in a real and authentic way, rather than continue to dance through the years, masquerading as someone that the world had taught me I should be, but that never felt to be a right fit for who I truly know myself to be inside. You are someone who has inspired me towards greatness, and I want to return the favor by demonstrating to you the greatness of the love that I am capable of as a person, thanks to you as well. So, those are your messages. Let's see what else your person wants you to know right now. And we have, I want to follow you through all time and universes. Forgive me, I have never felt this way before. I do not know how to act. Your beauty cascades over me. You feel like the sweetest home I've never known. I worship your perfection. It's like we share the same mind and heart. I'm burning with passion for you. It's like we're star-crossed lovers. Will we ever make it work? Thank you for your beautiful presence in my life. And everything I do reminds me of you. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name, or can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. I've got T, G, L, I, Q, A, W, M, B, J, D, H, N, K, and R. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. Please like the video or comment to claim these energies. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more content that I put out here. Don't forget to hit the bell button to get notifications every time I post a new video. And if you would like to book a personal reading, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link for that below. I hope to see you again in another video. Please take care and be well.